Hey everybody, I'm Paul Roseberry, and welcome to today's episode of Behind the Comic. Today's story is about the time that I stole college. Alright, so this is how it happened. Senior year, I applied to college. One college, the University of New Hampshire. Not gonna lie, I kind of thought it was a throw-in because I was born and raised in New Hampshire. I went to high school in New Hampshire, 10 minutes away from the campus. I kind of thought it was a safety school. I'd get in, maybe apply to some others, see what happens. Needless to say, I was blindsided when I got the letter halfway through senior year saying, ain't happening. University of New Hampshire doesn't want me. All right, I was all crushed. Like, pretty much to the point where I didn't like school anyway, okay? I didn't like high school. I wasn't into it. I liked the social aspect, not the school part. And when UNH said no, I was like, fuck it, I'm out. Fuck school. I'll find another way to make money and who knows, live life. So I partied the rest of senior year, ripped it. That summer was awesome until it came to the fall, okay? All my friends go off to college. I was not ready for like how this was gonna feel, all right? I had already been working real like labor jobs. I was a janitor at the age of 14 at my high school, okay? And I felt like if I didn't go to college, all of a sudden, I was gonna be an old man tomorrow. Not having it. So what did I do? I just went to college anyway. Why not? Fuck it. I went to UNH and they didn't know, all right? So this is what I did. I picked up a course selection book. I picked out 2 freshman level classes and I just showed up first day. Reason? Meet freshmen, find out about parties, go to parties, have fun. That was my whole plan. And it worked. I showed up on the first day of classes. Little psycho, I bought the books, okay? I wanted to blend in. I bought the books before the class even started. So day one, when everyone's showing up, people are transferring in, people are transferring out, it's kind of a mess. I just weaved into the mix, got lost in the mix. The teacher starts passing around these little handwritten attendance sheets where you write your name in because she knows that the actual registration is gonna take forever for a final attendance. By that time, she's not even thinking about some dude might not really be in this class. Boom, I'm in. And I wasn't just in, I participated, okay? I sat in the front row, raised my hand, asked questions, took tests, did homework, all that shit. Meanwhile, plan is working like a charm. Met a ton of friends, found out about parties, I'm getting ripped, I'm having a ton of fun living the college life for free. So I'm a few weeks in and I'm loving it. And I'm like, all right, how do I take this to the next level? What else do you do as a freshman? I saw a bunch of pledge signs on frats, joined one, Pi Kappa Alpha, Pike. I went down to pledge night, I went down, or to Rush night rather. I went down to Rush and I'm checking the place out, I'm meeting some of the guys, getting along, we're having a good time. That's the only time I went, it's the only frat I went to. A few days later, I get this letter in the mail, Paul, we'd like you to join Pike. I'm like, this is gonna be fucking awesome. Holy shit, here we go. So I joined Pike. I tell them, absolutely, I'm in. Cut ahead to what we call pledge night, all right? Pledge night is the first night of the beginning of brothering up and joining a frat. This is where they absolutely get you hammered, trashed, and just run you through how life is gonna be. And it was awesome. First night, we're down there in the basement waiting for the strippers to show up upstairs. We're all playing flip cup, we're having a good time, fucking pounding beers, this and that, we get kegs going. When it's time for the strippers to be upstairs and the flip cup to be over, everybody has to pour the last of their beers into this huge funnel. And the last guy up the stairs has to drink it. I said, fuck that. No, I'll just do it. They're like, you're crazy. Why would you just do that? I said, just give me the goddamn beer. Because I want to let them know I'm no fucking joke, okay? I know I don't go to that college, and I don't want them to be thinking about that. I don't want a lot of questions. I just wanted to be known as the fucking guy who leads the pack of these freshmen, okay? So I hammer this funnel. It was like a trash can of beer. Hammer it, gone. The guys are like, dude, what the fuck? This guy's out of his mind. Yep, I am. Now we go upstairs. You got all the senior brothers lined up around the edge of the chapter room. You got the young pledges in the middle of the room, kind of off to the side, and then the strippers pick 2 guys who they're gonna torture. Of course, what do? Volunteer. I jump right in on it. Why not? Let's do this. Let's get the whole full boat. Full boat reference, love it. So I go to the middle of the room with one of the other guys. Next thing you know, They have us on our hands and knees. The strippers have our shirts off. They have our belts off. They're beating us with our own belts, torturing us as the strippers do. It's awesome. It's ridiculous. It's hilarious. Next thing you know, things move on. Guys start cheering, bag of tricks, bag of tricks. Apparently, strippers who do shows at frat houses bring bags of tricks. And I won't even get into what came out of those bags. But the finale was this. 2 Charms blow pops. 1 for the other dude, 1 for me. We had to lay on the floor, on our backs, hold the Charms blow pop in our teeth, just like a golf tee. These nasty, nasty strippers came over. And sure enough, what do you do to a guy who's holding a golf tee blow pop in his mouth? These strippers dropped it like it's hot, right on the blow pop. Just, oh, they're just hammering us right in the face with this nasty stripper muff. Just, oh, disgusting and hilarious at the same time. Loving it, loving it. The guys are losing their minds. Some guys are ready to throw up. It's unreal. Music's playing. Finally, all comes to an end. Everyone's high-fiving. The strippers take off. As everyone's coming up to the other guy and I for being able to handle being the center of attention and what we just went through from these strippers, I pointed out something. I still had the blow pop. And the guys are like, oh, wait, what? And I'm like, oh, what do you mean, this? Right in my mouth. These guys, these are frat guys. They've seen it all. They were almost ready to just yak. They were losing their minds. Unreal. Chewing on this thing. And they were like, all right, this guy, we're not going to haze him. This guy's obviously completely insane. So from that night forward, even though the frat was on probation, it didn't matter. Probation meant none of the pledges could drink in the house or smoke in the house. I had kind of gained some bragging rights, if you will, from that party, and it was no problem. I could drink in the house, I could smoke in the house. I wasn't outside doing weird fucking hazing shit. No, I was hanging with the brothers and having a good time. All good times until 2 months later. After 8 weeks, it had gotten a little weird, okay? Because I was supposed to have study nights with the brothers, and I only had 2 classes, and I wasn't even really enrolled, but I was kind of trying. One of them, it turned out to be really hard. It was Philosophy 401 Intro to Logic. It turned out it was a math credit. I thought it'd be easy. It was impossible. So what did I do? I dropped that class, okay? Meaning I just never went to it again. And I had a book in my car for nothing. I had 1 class left. The guys think I'm in school. We have study nights. I'm studying with the frat. I'm just pretending to do shit. I'm staring at my book. I got nothing else to do. But whatever. I coast through. At the end of the 8 weeks, it's time to brother up, right? They tell us, you know what, you guys have been a shitty group. You know, they just love saying that. We've been a shitty group of freshmen. We're going to extend your hazing, your pledge for 1 more week, and it's going to be hell, and you're going to deal with it, and then you'll be brothers. Okay, fine, whatever, who cares? No big deal. Well, the problem was, I had a problem because the next day I'm at the house, middle of the day, hanging out, just smoked with one of the guys, just chilling around, and the president sees me, and he's with a senior brother, and they call me into the chapter room, and they're like, Paul, we need to talk to you. And I'm like, no, that's it. That's it. This is over. I know it immediately. You just know I knew. So I go in, I'm sitting by the door. The chapter president and the senior brother are sitting in the middle of the room facing me, and I'm just waiting for it. And the president goes, Paul, Brandon works in registration, and he can't seem to find your name anywhere. Do you know why that is? And I'm like, no. God, that's weird. I don't know. He's like, Paul, do you go to school here? Dude, right between the eyes, he's got me. And I know he's got me. And I'm like, no. Just, no. What else are you going to do? And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, all right. I figured this was coming. I was hoping it wouldn't. No, I don't. I don't go to school here. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you want me to do? And he's like, dude, we're a frat, a few rules, but probably the only rule we have is you have to go to this college to join this frat. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can follow that. And he's like, dude, this is unreal. Like, you can't join. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, but look, here's what we can do. You've been a lot of fun. We like you. You're a good time. We want you to join. You said you were a commuter. That's weird. We've never had one. No big deal. You said you were part-time. I've never had a part-time pledge. That's kind of strange too. Listen, if you just do that next semester, take any number of classes, even one, and show us the registration, then you're in, okay? You're just in. All you gotta pay your dues and you're a brother. How's that sound? Hang out for 1 month and then you can come back. And I was like, you know what? You guys have been a lot of fun. This has been great. But man, it's late December in New Hampshire. I've lived here my whole life. I've heard Cali's warm. I think I'm good, actually. I don't think I want to go to college. I think I'm just gonna go be warm in Cali and figure that shit out. I don't know. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. I appreciate it. It's been great. So they were pissed. They shook my hand, and then that was just kind of it. And then I had one class left. I don't even think I took the final. Like, who gives a shit? Like, why? Why would I do that? I already had my fun. And that was it. That was my first semester of college. And I did go to California, and in a little bit, maybe we'll tell the story about how I did all this a second time, but a little bit differently. So that was college. Was that fun? Was it? I'm sweating. It might be too hot.